Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Math Time with Mrs. Itis. Today, we are going to be doing lesson 2-6, and we're going to be talking about the number 0. The number 0, that is interesting. Usually, we think of the number 0 as nothing at all, and that's exactly what it represents. It represents 0 in a ones place, or even in a tens place when we make bigger numbers. So why is learning 0 important? Learning 0 is important because 0 is a real number. It represents nothing in a certain space. Today we're going to talk about 0 in the ones place. So many times we'll be looking at these models in this page, and we'll be talking about 0 of an item, nothing in a model. And that's good because this will help us understand place value as we go further on into the school year and as we build bigger numbers after the number 10. So let's get started with the number 0. Here on star 1 today, we are going to look at cubes. Now, our model shows one cube that is shaded in. One cube is shaded in. So we are showing 1 in this model. Let's go ahead and color the cube. You can choose any color you like, but I'm going to shade in this model just as it is shown to us to represent the number 1. Excellent. Now, for number 2, right here, little apple 2, we're going to choose 0 dots to cover the cubes. Now, I have 1, 2, 3 cubes here, but if I don't put any dots to cover the cubes, then my cubes stay empty, and that means I'm keeping my model with 0 cubes colored in. 0. So if I want to represent 0, I'll just go ahead and cross these cubes out. 0 cubes. Good job, friends. Now, for number 3 with the little fish, let's show 3 fully shaded in. So let's represent 3 with our dots covering our cubes. 1, 2, and 3. Just like this. But my directions say that I just want to choose 2 cubes. So I will take one of those dots away. So if I just show 2 cubes, how many will I color? That's right, just 2. So pick any color you like, and let's color in 2 cubes in this model to represent 2. So there's 1 cube and 2 cubes. And then I'll label my picture 2. Did I use this cube here? No, it stays empty. Good job, friends. Let's take a look at heart number 4. We're going to choose 0 cubes again. So should I cover any of these? No. Should I color any of these if I want to show 0? No. So let's just go ahead and cross them out. Cross, cross, cross. And we'll label 0. 0 cubes. Great job, friends. Let's look at little hand 5. This time we're going to cover all 3 cubes again. 1, 2, 3. And we actually want to represent 3 cubes. So if I want all 3, do I need to take any of my dots away? No, I want all 3. 1, 2, 3. So that means I will color all 3 cubes. Go ahead, boys and girls, get a new color, and let's make all 3 cubes filled in. 1 cube, Good job, friends. 2 cubes. Very nice. Take your time. Do a nice job with your colors. And 3 cubes. Now, what can I label my picture? Am I going to label it 0, 1, 2, or 3? 3. That's right. Good thinking, friends. Okay, let's turn the page and learn a little bit more together. Here we are on the back of 2-6. We're going to continue looking at different numbers, including 0. And since we don't have cubes, we'll continue to use our dots to cover cubes. So let's go ahead and look at star number 1. Here we have a container, which is a crayon box. How many little crayons are inside of the crayon box? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. So we know that crayon box is not empty. So if there are 3 crayons, I will need 3 cubes. 1, 2, and 3. That's right. So I will need to color all 3 cubes. Pick any color you like, friends. Let's go ahead and color 1 cube. This picture is showing that they're connected together. 2 cubes. And 3 cubes for 3 crayons inside of the crayon box. 1, 2, 3 crayons. 1, 2, 3 cubes. Excellent job. Now let's look inside of this container box. Is there anything inside of the box? No, it's empty. How do we represent something that's empty? Something that means nothing. How can we represent that as a number? 0. That's right. 0 is the number that represents something that's empty, something that's nothing. So will I color any cubes here, boys and girls? No, I will not. I'm going to go ahead and cross them out. Excellent job. All right, let's take a look at Little Fish 3 with the apple plate. How many apples are on my plate? 2. Very good. 1, 2. So I'll use my dots to cover 2 cubes. Will I cover the 3rd cube? No, because there are not 3 apples. So let's go ahead and color the apples. 1 apple, 2 apples, and now I will color 2 cubes. 1 cube, 2 cubes. Remember, I am not going to color my 3rd cube because there are only 2 apples. Great job, friends. Let's go ahead now and look at this little heart number 4. Are there any flowers in the vase? No, the vase is empty. How can we represent this empty vase as a number? 0. That's right. There are 0 flowers in the vase. The vase is empty. So let's go ahead and cross out the cubes. We don't need any cubes to represent 0. Great job, friends. Let's continue by talking about how to read and write the number 0 on lesson 2-7. So when we make a 0, boys and girls, you can use your pencil or you can use a crayon for this part because we're going to be practicing writing 0. If you use a pencil, it's easier for you to erase. I'm going to use the crayon so you can see it better on the video. So when we're reading and writing the number 0, we always start at the tippy top of the skyline because numbers fall from the sky when we write them. just like our letters. So here we are at the top. We go down like a curve and up, back around in another curve, just like the shape of an oval. Excellent. So let's trace the second 0. Remember, start at the tippy top. And let's make 2 on our own. Start at the top where the dot is. Curve around and curve back up. 0. Curve around, down, and back up. 0. Do you see how the 0 touches the skyline and the ground, the grass line? Very good. Let's take a look at apple number 2. Do you see any shaded boxes? Shaded means colored in. Do we see any of these boxes colored in or shaded? No, we don't. None of them are shaded. None can also be represented as a number, which is 0. Very good. Let's take a look down here below at the next box for number 3. Are any of these boxes shaded in? Yes, one box is shaded in. So we're going to represent one box with the number 1. Great job. Let's look at this little container. Is there anything inside of the container, or is it empty? It is empty. So how do we represent something that is empty? What kind of number? 0. That's right. Excellent. Now, for number 5, take a look. Are there any crayons in the hand? No, there are no crayons in the hand. How will we represent that number? Yes, write a 0. Excellent job, friends. Turn the page. Here's our last part for the day. 2-7. So let's practice writing 0 again because there are 0 books in this bookshelf. 0 books. 0, 0, 0. Wonderful, boys and girls. Are there any books on this shelf? Do you see right there? 1 book. So I'm going to color the little book in. Little lonely book. And now what number will I write? 1. That's right. Start at the dot. 1. Go straight down. 1, 1. Very good, boys and girls. Let's see. Look at this jar right here for number 3. Are there any marbles inside of the jar? No, there are no marbles in the jar. So how will I represent that amount in a number? 0. That's right. 0. Start at the dot. 0, 0. Excellent job, boys and girls. Here for number 4, I see a canoe. How many people are in the canoe? There are 0 people. Nobody is in the canoe. So what number will I put here? 0. You're right. 0, 0, 0. Great job, boys and girls. Today, you did an excellent job working with me on reading and writing the number 0 and understanding that 0 is still important because it represents nothing, something that might be empty or not present at the time. Thanks for joining me today on Math Time with Mrs. Itis. See you tomorrow.